Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you. I got a little personal one I want that out here today. It won't get many views, but I got to make my point because I got to do it. I mess with. I want to mess that up, Freudian slip. But I'm gonna talk about my dude. Back the day, right thinker, we called Buck the Preacher. But before then, AKA, it was P Funk and Babe Ruth. A lot of people don't know who that is, but I'm gonna put my man out on Front Street a little bit. He don't mind, but it's all good. So let's go. Radism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story always with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you a life lesson. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're that's right think, excuse me, your goal is to know thyself. See where I'm going with this? Let's get that together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to Maya be true. Okay? Right thinkers. Let's talk about, I'm gonna have some fun because this is a little walk down memory lane for me, but for some others it can be new. Right thinkers. P Funk philosophy on Buck and the Preacher, aka the Black Odd Couple, me and my dude, P Funk and Babe Ruth. What I meant when I met this dude back in 77, somewhere around there, we was kids, okay, working for a Jew guy named Weinstein. I don't know how I got that job. That's another story. We ain't gonna get into that. But I ended up in a warehouse, a plumbing supply company. Don't ask me again. But when I saw the brother, when I first went to apply for the job, I was doing my day paperwork to sign in. Man, I see this guy walking in with big bags. I'm like, what the hell they got me going into here? Okay, but because I was an athlete, I didn't mind a little physical work. Okay, so they do boilers and all that. I ain't know nothing about that. I just know I'm going to plumbing. So I don't know what's going on. Long story short, I saw him that day. So next morning, I'm supposed to be to work at 8 o'clock. You know me, I'm here about 7:30. Just sitting in the car, chilling, doing what I do. And he pulls up about 10 minutes later. He had a station wagon, I'll never forget. And it was, station wagon, old school, but he had a figurine of Jesus Christ on his dashboard. I never forget that. I don't think he remembered. I said, dude, I saw that Christ thing. I said, okay, you know who you dealing with. And he was religious. Again, he was the preacher. So we started out that way. And the brother ain't changed a bit. The brother's still the same dude. All right. But when I met him, okay, the nickname was, I was P Funk, he was Babe Ruth. We had a little uniform. We were hanging out, roller skating, hanging out, doing our thing. We became best of friends, working together, spent a lot of time together, day bar talking stuff. That was when we was kids. Okay. So, and I was Babe Ruth, the bad. I was Buck, okay, the bad guy. I'm just there. He was keep me. He's always calm me down because man, I'm not with none of this nonsense. I got a bunch of money. I'm selling drugs like crazy. I don't need this nonsense. For whatever reason, he's always calm me down. So I said, yeah, why? But Buck don't give a. Yeah, that was Buck. As I tell you, I knew that's who I was. And at that time, I was young and wild. Man, I didn't give a crap. Okay, but we became best of friends. He kept me working. No, man, come on, let's try to calm down. All right. So I saw good in this brother, and I had a problem with that. I'm a bad guy, but I said, good guy, okay, I'm hanging out with the brother. He just, like I said, he gave me good advice back then. Keep my calm and not freaking out and going crazy. And he's still the same dude. That's what I'm saying. He did that when I was 20 years old. We're 68. He's still doing it. Okay. And I made my life changes. And this brother have been what? The same. He ain't changed a bit. He grown yet, but he's still the same dude. That freaks me out, and I respect that. All right, that's hard to do. That's hard to do. Okay, to do whatever you do in life and remain who you are. That's self mastery at its best. And I was back. Okay, I was Buck back in my heyday. Yeah, my dude. But he was the preacher, and he was always that common dude. He was, yeah, I've never seen this brother wild out. I've never seen him lose his cool. I've never seen him do none of that. I can't explain that. But when we met, I was Buck. I didn't give up. You know the deal. But we became quick friends. All right. But I was the bad guy, hanging out, late night. I come from the club right to work next morning. I still got your sister clothes on. So, and for some reason, he wanted in. Come on. So that was our thing for a while. We got along fine. That was perfect. We hung out, we did our thing, and okay, we grew. But he trusted me to teach him about what I was doing to a degree, and I did that. I had no idea that would be flipped around. Now he's doing the teacher, and I ain't got a problem with that. But what I taught him and what I learned from him shaped the man I am become today. Why? He played an important role in that. Why? He always that he was my. I had somebody I can talk to calm me down. I had somebody I can respect and rely on to give me good advice in life. Okay, yeah. So he's never been a bad guy. No, no, no. We did some things. All right, we can leave it at that. But he has always been my best friend. When he was a good guy, we were totally opposite. We still opposite, but now we're on the same course. We understand that. But back then, he's the good guy. I ain't thinking about being good. Okay, let's put it that way. All right, but I was the bad guy back then, and my best friend was a preacher. None of the drug didn't know. When he came, everything stopped. He would come by the crib, and when he come, everybody would be jealous of him because everything stops when he come. Yeah, he part the Red Sea. Everybody got the moving side. Everything stopped. I caters to him and take care of him so he can be on his way. That's old school. Okay, back in the day. So we always that relationship. So when I came to him in need, no problem. No problem. So we've been together for a long time, ups and downs. And I was always what? I'm always I was a good man. My mom would say that. You ain't I said, no, ma, I know I was good. I just did some not good things. Listen to that guy. Okay? So being good was never a problem for me. But I was taught that bad was good. And so I just survived in the hood, what? Being bad. That was my thing. I didn't get my God knowledge from Christianity, from the Bible, from going to church. No, no, no. Like my dude. He been in that book 50 years. I got a library. And I laugh because he got a library award. And he ain't no shame in his game. No, he said, but right, I don't know nothing else. No problem. All right, but he sure know what he know. Okay, if you know what you know, you ain't got to know nothing else. If you know one thing, you know that, you good. And when I became enlightened, when I got my calling, that same day, I called him up. I said, yo, dude, move over. Why is it? I'm on your side now. I done crossed over. That bad guy, I ain't him no more. And we've been rolling ever since. Okay. And I went to my dude. Again, like I just told you. And we cried. Tears of joy. We've been rolling ever since. And I have been going to church for over the last 10 years. Every week. I got an attendance, a church attendance certificate. I had no idea they did that. And I go to church, and people at church respect me. I call you hear me talk about my church family. Those are the people I'm talking about. Okay, those are his family. Okay, I've been rolling with them for a long time. I've been knowing all of them for a long time. They know me, so that's a good thing. And some people are shocked. I thought you didn't do. Oh man, because you thought after obviously you didn't know. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. And only person I can get my spirituality on is some people who at church. Why? They doing it in church. That's the only person I can find somebody doing it in any church. Church with good Christians. Every church and a good Christian church. So moving on. But back in the day, P Funk, I'm still rocking P Funk. I ain't changed. Ain't nothing changed with me. And guess what? Babe Ruth, he's Pastor Babe Ruth. 50 years ago, we were two young kids living life, finding out our way through life, working with each other and watching each other back. It's been that way for 50 years. That's friendship. Okay. My pastor, I call him my pastor now, my best friend. He's a nice guy. When it comes to serving God, he's Felix. He's the good guy. He's the preacher. He's the nice guy. I'm not nice. I'm serving God. I'm just serving on my terms. Okay, yeah. So, and that's the part that he respects. He's not, brother, right? You got your own ministry. You evangelizing. You don't do your work in church. Thank you, because that's where I do my work at. I work for God, but just not in church. I'm a street man. I'm from the streets. What can I tell you? All right, but and he will be the nice guy. He will treat you nice. He just gonna love on you. He just gonna. And I ain't that dude. No, I'm not doing none of that. Okay, he's a nice guy. I'm not nice. I ain't gotta be nice. So that ain't my thing. That ain't my role. That's when I play. I say, yo, my man, you got two choices. You got the good guy. You got the other guy. I'm the other guy. All right. But again, I'm on the other hand. I'm God's what? Realist. I'm the spiritual guy. No nice guy. Just what? Keeping it right and keeping it real. I'm that guy. I don't have to be nice. So if you want it raw, I'm your dude. If you want to be, no, I'll go over there. Why you in the wrong line? I'm not going to collar you. I'm not going to be nice to you. I'm going to slap the mess out of you and get your attention. Pay attention, okay? Well, you know, no, pow! What the? Yeah, that's me. All right, I'm hands on. Back when I was coming up, you can teach that way. To get discipline, you had to have everybody's attention. So if you wild out, you got dealt with immediately. Put the hand out. You ever teach them when they smacked it with the ruler and you miss it, that's two more, shit like that. So that was back when you had to get control. Now, you can't discipline these kids. That's the last thing you can do as a teacher with this generation. That's crazy. How can I teach if I can't discipline you? I was a babysitter. If I can't whip it, I can't watch it. So you give me authority, and I'll do my job. Because every time they watch, I'm going to beat the brakes off their little ass. And I was a good babysitter. Why? The kids learn to what? Be calm, acquiesce, sit around, act like you got some sense. Ain't no wilding out, jump up and down. Man, we don't do that around here. So again, raising discipline. You got to have that. And I'm God's disciplinary. How about that? I said, I'm Peter. I'm at the gate. I told him we got one of the people at the church. I said, I ain't too... I had an episode to the side. Why? I ain't the jury still out on her. It's a few people I just look at and say, I don't trust him. And back in the game, he would tell me, so I said, I know about them. Yeah, I know about that. I got the, yeah, you got it. Yeah, I got it. So I do the same thing at church. She said, I got it. So it's funny to me because it's a life cycle. All right. And he don't watch none of my stuff. But if I tell him, yo, my man, you gotta check it. You say, turn it out. Yeah, he tuned it, but yeah, this is for you, dog. All right, let me wrap this up. And I remember that young Babe Ruth. And we've been going through like ups and downs. When the downs is down, I'm still there with him. We still stick together thick as thieves. And when it was down, he was still the same dude. You would never know he was down. No. When I was depressed, he didn't know. We keep each other's back and we maintain. And that's what it's been. And he's the same dude. Doing what? Serving God and helping people in life. I'm on the prayer line every week. I've been doing this for over 10 years now. And I can tell you that prayer thing, when he prayed for you, your prayers get answered. Why? Because I'm hearing people giving testimonies. I give testimonies about it, right? I think Mr. Bill would feel about you testifying. I said you would flip up and down. But yeah, that's to show the difference in who he was then. I changed. He didn't. He didn't have to. If you're doing the right thing, you ain't got to change. So I love that. Okay, moving on. When I found God, when I got enlightened, that was the first call I made. Yo, my man, God just told me to get to work. What's your mission? to get them to him. Oh, come on, I got you. I've been rolling with him ever since. All right. And I tell you, when I found God, after years of putting in my work, okay, finding God, when I got there, guess who was there? My dude. Okay. And as I'm walking with God, getting my mission, and my man George Clinton said, it's always good to see a face of a good friend when you're in uncharted waters. I've never been there. My man, I've been comfortable ever since. So, ain't got but one. Ain't got but one. There. I don't know if other people there. I don't know. I ain't looking. Why? I got my man. I ain't got to look for nothing. I tell you, I got a church. I don't need another church. I don't need another church family. No, no, no. No. I'm good with the one I got. Okay. Oh, I got a character flaw. Loyalty. I won't leave. As any of my friends who know me, I ain't gonna forsake you. If he was here, ask that guy. Again, I was in a new, strange place with God. I ain't never walked with God. I never talked with God. What do it? Oh, we good. Got what you need? I got you. Nope, nope, no problem. I've been comfortable ever since. Okay, thanks to him. And then what's this? Now the whole point is when you find this place in your life, you felt out of place. You felt, whoa, I don't know where I'm at. Until what? Until out the corner of my eye, I saw my guy. Who? Babe Ruth. And where I'm at now, I ain't got but one friend. That's him. Let's go. But now he is not just Babe Ruth. He Pastor Babe Ruth, and he's my brother in Christ. That's who I follow when it comes to religion. No, I'm with them. Whatever he said, I'm with it. No problem. 100% trust, 100% loyal. That's what friends do. I ain't got a problem with that. And when you got somebody who know what they doing, that's who you wanna. If that's what they doing, oh man, I'm with you. And he understands that, respect that, we good with that. But Buck is Buck, the preacher's the preacher. I'm just a little rough around the edges when it comes to that. Why? I'm old school. I didn't get my stuff from the book. I got my stuff from real life. So a little different there, but we both serve the same God. Why? Because we both share blessings on a daily basis. So if how I'm doing what I'm doing for God, earning me blessings, I must be doing it right there. Why? Because he getting his blessings from the way he do it. So we on the same page. We get the same thing. We just doing things different. And that's what make us God's odd couple. Buck and the preacher. I'm still Buck. Why? Because you know me. I really don't give a fuck. Hope you enjoy that. Let's just having some fun today. I got to hit the gym. Yep, it's about that time. Right thinkers, may you all there to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I know my right thinkers who now understand the black eyed couple, Buck and the preacher, have passed away. I'm still Buck. I don't preach.